Right, we're now going to decorate the A5 journal book, and we're going to be using some of the papers from the Rose quartz paper pad. So it's A4 in size. They're all double-sided. There's 5 sheets of each, and there's 6 separate designs, but like I say, they're double-sided, so that gives you 12 designs in total. There's a little bit of everything in there. Beautiful sort of antique pinks. You've got a beautiful map of the world there, so lots of different imagery, and then you've also got some words in there as well. Okay, so we're going to use that pad, and I've already cut some elements up, and I've just placed it like so. We've got a little bumblebee because we're going to be using our one-day special molds in this one as well. But what we're actually going to be wanting to do is to create a frame actually around this image here. So I'm going to use this mold here, which is the elegant borders. So you're going to get 5 separate borders on there. Okay, so that's the one there. We're just going to go for this particular design here, which is sort of like a floral intertwining type of border. So we're just going to grab some clay out of our pot. Okay, so let's just place on the side. We're just going to use some corn flour just inside the mould, and the corn flour just helps everything release. Now, other mediums you can be using inside these moulds. It could be other types of clay. You could also be using resins. These are ideal for using pourable mediums like resins or plaster of Paris, because the moulds are all on one plane. You can just fill them up, and they won't sort of like ooze out one end. So a really great mould if you're into your pourable mediums that then set. Obviously, as I said earlier, they are food grade. So if you're going to be using them for food purposes, then what I recommend is you just grab yourself a second set as well. So just buy yourself a second set exclusively for either your paper crafting or your cake decorating. So I'm just going to use the roller again. Like I said, we're not actually rolling it, we're just literally squeezing that, all the excess clay out, pop that back in there, make sure that's airtight, it's got a really good seal on there. And again, we're just going to tuck all of the clay back inside like so, so there's no overhanging. So that's what you want to do, so none of the clay is actually on the top part. Otherwise, when it's actually dry, it's going to be a little bit more fiddly to get nice and clean. Right, so just make sure that you've released one end like so, and then just pop it down onto your surface, and you can see just roll that one back, and that's how easy that one is to just pop out there. And again, the detail is absolutely phenomenal. Right, so you're going to need 4 of those to create the border. So I have some already pre-made. I'm just going to pop those on the side here. Right, so we're going to actually be popping this onto our glass mat. We're actually going to be using the lines on the glass mat to then make the border. Right, so let's just place the first one down there. Okay, so just make sure they go on one line, and then just place that one down there, and again just make sure it's going down one line. Then using a craft knife, okay, we're just going to then cut diagonally like so. Okay, so if you ever used to cut your peel-offs, it's very, very similar to that. Okay, so just take those 2 bits, pop them back into your pot in a moment. So you can see they will actually butt up at 45 degrees perfectly. So then let's just place that back on top like so. Grab ourselves another border and just place that one over the top there. And again, just make sure that you're coming down a line like so, and then just go with your craft knife again and just cut roughly at 45 degrees. So take the top bit, just lift that up, remove the bottom bit, and let's just place that one like so. Pop that one over like there. Just take our paper element out again. Okay, let's just place it back again. Just go for one line along there, and then just cut through that side, and then just cut through that side. Okay, like so, and then just take off all of the waste elements. Okay, and they can then be scrumpled back up and reused. So that's the clay that we have left over. So just going to pop that back into our airtight pot, and that can be used for another project. So you've got all of the elements there. So let's just place those back onto a piece of kitchen cloth in the right order. And like I say, what you'll need to be doing, let that dry for about 24 hours, but sort of like halfway, just turn over all of the casts just so it dries a little bit more evenly. And then once that's dry, then we'll finish off the page.